Hello and welcome to our lesson for today. In today's lesson, we will be looking at the first part of getting to know letters. So let's get started.
Materials.
All you need for our lesson today is just your thinking cap. So it's time to get our brains ready. We have 2 learning targets for our lesson today. The first target says, I can follow along in a shared text or poem. And the second target says, I can identify the name and sound for the letters M and R.
Read aloud.
Today, we're going to listen to a poem. The title of my poem is called Mouse and Rabbit Share a Snack. I want you to listen very carefully and notice all of the words as I am reading through the poem. Ready? Way up on a mountaintop where mountain animals run and hop, a little brown mouse ran out to find cheese. In a hole he saw Rabbit and said, if you please, I'm looking for something to have as a snack. And just as he asked, Rabbit looked in his sack. In here I have cheese as well as red grapes. And look at my crackers in all kinds of shapes. And so they sat down and ate snacks until night. My, oh my, what a sight! Way up on the mountaintop where mountain animals run and hop. Wow! Did you hear any rhyming words in that poem? In this part of the poem, I heard these rhyming words. I heard mountaintop and hop. I heard cheese and please, and snack and sack, and grapes and shapes. And in this part of the poem, I hear the rhyming words night and sight, and mountaintop and hop again. Wow, nice rhyming.
Sounds.
This is a picture of a mountain. The sound that we hear at the beginning of the word mountain is The letter M makes the sound. Can you make that sound? Right. M says I wonder if we can think of some other words that also make the sound, just like in our word mountain. I'm sure you've thought of lots of great words that make the sound, just like in mountain. And I thought of a couple too. I thought of the words music, milk, and moon. They all begin with the letter M and make the sound, just like in mountain. This is a picture of a rabbit. The sound that we hear at the beginning of the word rabbit is the R sound. Can you make that sound too? R. Right. I wonder if there are other words we can also think of that make the R sound just like in the word rabbit. Can you think of some words? Great. I thought of some words too. I thought of the words ring, robot, and rainbow. Right. They all make the R sound, just like in rabbit. We are going to use the word mountain and rabbit as our key words. There are key words because they are the keys to unlocking the sounds we hear. Let's try our letter chant for the letters M and R. Let's start with the letter M, and I want you to repeat after me. Ready? M, mountain. rabbit. Good. Nice job.
Writing.
All right, now it's time to skywrite our letters M and R. I want you to watch me first, and then you can practice after me. My arm is in the air and my finger is ready to write. I'm going to start with the uppercase M. I start at the top line and drag my finger down to the bottom line, pick my finger up, go back up to the top line and drag it at a slant, pull it back up at a slant, and then drag it back down to the bottom line. Now you try it with me. Ready? Fingers up, start at the head line, drag your line all the way down to the bottom line, pick your finger up, go back to the top line, and slant your line down, drag it back up, and then come back down to the bottom line. And that's our uppercase M. Now let's try our lowercase m. Watch again first. My finger is starting this time in the middle. I'm going to drag a line down to the bottom line, pick my finger up, go back up, make a hump, go down, go back up, another hump, and go back down. Let's do it together this time. Fingers up. We're going to start in that middle line, drag our finger down to the bottom line, go back up, make a little hump, go back down, go back up, make a little hump, and go back down, touching your bottom line. And that's how we skywrite our upper and lowercase m. Now we'll try our uppercase and lowercase r. When we make the uppercase R, we start at the top line. I want you to watch first and then we'll practice together. I start at the top line, I drag my line down to the bottom line, I pick my finger up, I go back up to the top line, make a little bump over to the right, and then I drag my finger down to the right, making a slant line, touching the bottom line. Now let's try it together. Fingers up, we're at the top line, dragging a line straight down to the bottom line, come back up to the top line, make a little bump on the right, and then drag your line, making a slant, touching the bottom line on the right. And we've made an uppercase R. Now let's try the lowercase r. Watch first. I start in the middle, I drag my finger down to the bottom line, I come back up, and I make a little curved line right there in the middle. Now let's try it together. Finger up in the middle line, we're going to drag it down to the bottom line, come back up, and make a little curve right there in the middle line. And we've made a lowercase r. Nice job with your handwriting practice.
Closing reflection.
Let's reflect on our lesson for today. I have a few questions for you. My first question is, when we see the letter R, how can we remember the sound it makes? Right, I want you to think about that key word, rabbit, and think about the R sound you hear at the beginning of the word. My second question is, how will that help us with reading or writing? Nice work using your thinking caps. We've met M and R. In the next lesson, we'll get to know them even better and learn how to write them. Thanks for joining me today and following along in my poem and getting to know the letters M and R. I hope you had a great time, and I will see you next time. Bye.